Oh, hello everyone! Welcome back to Cruelty Free A to Z, a judgment-free zone where we learn all about what it means to be cruelty-free. So today's video, it's been a while. I've taken a brief hiatus from the cruelty-free alphabet, but we're back. And today's letter is R, and R is for revolution. Well, okay, technically it's Makeup Revolution. But all of their products just say Revolution or like Revolution Beauty or whatever on it, so I'm counting it because, as we know, it's my channel. I make the rules, and I am saying that it's counting as R because that is what I have. And so I'm doing something a little bit different in this video. I'm doing a 3 looks 1 palette with the Makeup Revolution Soph X Extra Spice palette. It's a collaboration palette, and of course you know why I picked out that palette. It quite literally called me because that is my name too. It said Soph, and I was like,
okay, got it, I'm here.
So a little bit about Makeup Revolution. They are not owned by a parent company that tests on animals. They are PETA certified, and they do not sell the product in any country that requires testing by law. So you may or may not notice my hair is a different color. I dyed my hair, and I actually filmed this video over a couple of weeks. And I wore the same shirt each time I was filming a different look for continuity. And you know what? Didn't even realize it. I said, screw continuity. I'm gonna dye my hair and also get my nails done a different color. So for the third look, you will see that jump, that my hair changes color. My nails change color throughout this one video. Magic. Let's get right into it, and let's get into the first out of the 3 looks with using this palette. So now what's happening, we are getting into the palette, and it is the Soph X you can see the reflection of everything. The Soph X Revolution Extra Spice palette. So as you can see from the shots that I am showing you, it's got a pretty good mix of colorful mattes and shimmers. I will say I have learned from this formula that the shimmers are definitely better than the mattes, and there are also just some shades that work and some shades that don't. Mostly the shades on the left of the palette are the ones that tend to work better, like that matte yellow. I love the shimmery blue and purple shades, Everyday and Infinity. Oh my god, amazing for inner corner highlight. But then a lot of the shades on the right, mostly like the bottom, kind of quad, Enchanted, Lakes, Reputation, Aurora, those just like don't work for me. I find they're really powdery and blend almost too well. They just blend away, that they're not even on there. So, you know, we're gonna pick our battles, and we're gonna pick strategically with the shades that I do for the different looks today. All of my brushes are dirty because of course they are. So I think I'm gonna start by packing that bright hot pink shade 21. We're gonna go really out of my comfort zone today. That's what we're doing. And we're really gonna pack that into the crease. Dear God, I don't know if I've ever used this shade. Okay, we packed. We did that. We really did that. And you know what we're gonna do? The only thing we can do, we're gonna blend. We'll see, we blended, and I feel like it doesn't look as terrifying. Maybe. All right, let's just go into the next shade. I'm going to take that shade Mulled Wine and just put it right on top of 21 and give it a little bit more definition. So I mildly cut the crease, and you know why? Because I'm going in with this delicious, beautiful golden shade, LA Sun. Let's do it. Let's go in on this like half cut crease. putting that shimmer shade Romance on, but would that ruin the look? Is it unnecessary? It might be. Should I quit while I'm ahead? Yeah, right? I should. I should. No, I'm gonna leave it as is, and I'm gonna just do underneath. I think that's the move. I think I need to quit while I'm ahead. All right, good job, Sophia. You did it. You didn't go too overboard. You did do lashes. So good for you. Pat on the back. So this is what this final look looks like. But before I really give you like a good mod shot, I am gonna go in and finish up the entire look. I need lips. Duh. So I'm gonna go in with the Revolution Velvet Kiss Lip Crayon in the shade Heart Race. Let's do that. I've been using this a lot lately. It is matte, so I tend to like to put some lip gloss over it. It's really good as either a lip liner or just like a lip color as a whole. Beautiful, beautiful everyday shade. Okay, let me just put it on. Oof, look at that. I absolutely love this color. It definitely is the texture of a crayon, but it still is pretty smooth and creamy. Like it doesn't get stuck that much, if at all. It like glides pretty nicely. And I feel like it still, even though it's very matte, makes my lips look really good. And still feels pretty creamy on my lips as well. So I have been really, really, really enjoying this from Revolution. So here is the finished look with this first look from the Soph X Revolution palette and this Revolution lipstick. Okay, so this next look is going to be a little bit more of an everyday look, a little bit more of what I would wear day to day. So I am first going to start by dipping into the shade Cookie Dough, which you'll see from the cutaways that it is a well-loved shade in this palette for me. Definitely love using it as just a beautiful transition shade. I think that it is a really good matte. I know I've said that some of the mattes are a little iffy in this palette. Some of them blend a little bit better. This is definitely one of them that blends better. So my one gripe with this palette is that it doesn't have a like a base shade, one that you can kind of set your base with, you know, that neutral nude tone, but that's my one gripe. It's totally fine, honestly. I have a bunch of other palettes that I can just set my base with, or I can just use some of my setting powder, so honestly, it's fine. Now I am mixing the two shades Cheesecake and Chocolate Orange to deepen up the outer corner. This is honestly just gonna be a really simple everyday look with a little bit of dimension. Very simple, easy. This is pretty much the exact look that I would create with every single palette I had when I really was just first starting out. And I'm gonna go back into Cookie Dough to blend out the edges, make it a little bit less harsh. Okay, so I just took Cookie Dough and Cheesecake, and put them underneath my lash line. I did Cookie Dough first, and then I put Cheesecake just on the outer, like half of my lower lash line. But now, it's my favorite part. I am putting one of my favorite shades in the palette, Infinity. It is this beautiful, amazing silvery blue shade. And we're gonna take this neutral, kind of boring, matte, everyday look, and we're gonna amp it up just a little bit with this on the inner corner. So let's do it. I'm sorry, but just like, look at the difference. This eye, this eye, this eye, this eye. Amped up, not amped up. Amped up, not amped up. Both eyes amped up. And now I'm gonna put on liner and lashes, and I'll be right back so you can get a full, like, the whole effect of the full look. I didn't think we were gonna be able to do it tonight, folks. I really didn't. I doubted myself, but we did it. We got a lash on, thank goodness, because the mascara was just, it was not it. So here is the final look of just this very simple, everyday kind of a look with a little bit of pop, a little bit of pizzazz from this palette. So that was look number 2. Surprise, hair change. Okay, so going into look number 3, we've had our colorful look, we've had our natural everyday look, and now I want to do something a little bit maybe grungier, which is also out of my comfort zone for sure, but I figure why not? The palette has those capabilities, so even though I don't super love these shades, you know what, let me put them to the test on camera. Give them a chance to prove me wrong. I'm gonna take a little leap here and start on my left eye instead of my right eye. What? So I'm going to start out, I think, I wanna do kind of like the grungy, smoky liner look, if you will. So I'm going to start out by taking the shade Brownies on a very angled brush and press it into my eyes as if it was liner, so right into the lash line. And it's cool that this is messy because we're just gonna blend it and smoke it anyway. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Now I'm gonna take the shade Lakes on kind of a very teeny tiny blending fluffy brush, and I'm going to use that to blend out kind of the edges of that, you know, liner that we just did. It's a little bit of a swampy green color. Who knows what I'm doing? Not me. Okay, so that's on me because they very much blended into each other. They're very, very, very similar shades, so I feel like it kind of just looks like one big thing, but I'm not against it. It's not horrendous, it's not bad. We're still going. We're still gonna make a fun grungy look out of it. So now I really want to diffuse the tops and the edges, so I'm gonna go into a trusty old shade Cookie Dough. She's getting a lot of use this video. And I'm gonna try and diffuse that and make it mildly ombre. I say that now, we'll see what actually happens. Okay, hear me out. I think it definitely did something. It definitely blended, made it a little more ombre. And then after I did that, I went back in and deepened up around the lash line again with Brownies and Lakes because it had definitely blended away and was looking a little too little for what I wanted. I wanted a little bit more bold. I don't know if that's what I got right now. But like I said, this is a little bit out of my comfort zone, the grungy, smoky thing. It's not really my thing per se, but I'm trying. And also I don't really use these shades that frequently in this particular palette. And I will say, to their credit, I haven't wiped away my under eyes. There is like no fallout underneath my eyes, which is like very surprising. Wow. So for these dark shades, to their credit, phenomenal in that regard. And like the pigmentation and like pow factor, I don't know necessarily, but they're not like garbage, which is nice. So I'm not done with this look yet. I am going to take Brownies, Lakes, and Cookie Dough and blend them underneath my eyes on the lower lash line. And then I think I'm going to, I am gonna do it. I'm gonna take the shade Dreams on my finger and just pat it a little bit over there because that's what I'm doing right now. I like a bit of shimmer and I'm gonna pat it right here. All right, guys, we're lashed and loaded, and so this is the final look number 3, with the Makeup Revolution times Soph Extra Spice palette. I'll give you just a little look-see. And there you have it. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I would love it if you would like this video, leave me a comment. What look was your favorite? What look was your least favorite? And as always, I would love it if you would subscribe, be one of my cruelty-free cuties. And of course, you can always reach me via email and Instagram. And I will see you next time.